Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting on the topic video display devices. This topic is from the subject Computer Graphics and Image Processing. I am Kritika Tang from 6th semester CSE. So let's get into the subject. Video display devices. The primary output device is a graphic system and is a video monitor. The operation of the most video monitor is based on the standard cathode ray tubes CTR design. Now, let us look at categories of video display devices. They are cathode ray tubes, raster scan display, random scan display, color CTR monitors, flat panel displays, and plasma panel displays. We will look at each of them line by line. The first one is refresh cathode ray tube. First, we will see at the basic design of a magnetic deflection CTR. It has connection pins, it has a base, it has an electron gun, it has a focusing system, it has a magnetic deflection coil, it has a phosphor coated screen, and has an electron beam. A beam of electrons, which is cathode ray emitted by an electron gun, passes through focused and deflection system that directs the beam towards specified position on the phosphor coated screen. The phosphor then emits a small portion of light at each position contacted by the electron beam. Because the light emitted by the phosphor fades away very rapidly, the picture is redrawn repeatedly quickly. The most common method now employed by the maintaining phosphor glow is to redraw the picture repeatedly by quickly directing the electron beam back over the same position. This type of display is called refresh CTR, and the frequency at which the redrawn picture is redrawn on the screen is referred to as the refresh rate. Heat is supplied to the cathode by current through filament which produces electron. Intensity of the electron beam is controlled by setting voltage level to the control grid. A high negative voltage shutoff of the beam and a small negative voltage simply decreases the number of electrons in the beam. The focus system is needed to force the electron beam to converge into small spots as it strikes the phosphor. The resolution is referred as number of points per centimeter that can be plotted horizontally and vertically. Example 128 1280 cross 1024. Aspect ratio. The ratio of vertical points to horizontal points necessary to produce equal length lines in both directions on the screen is called aspect ratio. The next video display device we are looking at is raster scan display. Here, each row is referred to as a scan line. In raster scan system, the electron beam is swept across the screen, one row at each time from top to bottom. As electron beams move across each row, the beam intensity is turned on and off to create a pattern of illumination spots. Picture definition is stored in memory area. Calculated the refresh buffer or frame buffer used for redrawn wherever the frame refreshes to the total area. Each screen point is referred to as pixel. Refreshing on the raster scan display is carried out at the rate of 60 to 80 frames per second. The unit for refreshing rate is Hertz. The ranges of colors or shades of gray that can be displayed on raster system depends on both the types of phosphor used in the CTR and the number of bits per pixels available in the frame buffer. Up to 24 bits per pixels are included in high-quality systems, which can be required in several megabytes of storage for the frame buffer, depending on the resolution of the system. The number of bits per pixel in the frame buffer is sometimes referred to as either the depth of the buffer area or the number of bit panels. A frame bit buffer with 1 bit per pixel is commonly called bitmap, and a frame buffer with multiple bits per pixel is a pixel map. The third display device that we're looking at is tandem scan display. The CTR has an electron beam directed only to the parts of the screen where a picture is to be drawn. Random scan monitors draw a picture one line at a time, called a vector display. Refresh rate on a random scan display depends on the number of lines to be displayed. Picture definition on a storage as a set of lines drawing command in a refresh line or a refresh buffer. These systems are designed for line drawing application and can't display realistic screen shades. The component line of a picture can be drawn and refreshed by a random screen system in a specific order, which is as shown. The random screen system are designed for line drawing applications such as architecture, engineering layouts, and they cannot be displaying realistic screen shades. Next video display device is color CTR monitors. There are two basic methods used for producing color displays. The first one is beam penetration methods. The second one is shadow mask method. We'll look them one by one. In beam penetration method, the beam penetration method for displaying color picture has been used with random scan monitors. Two layers of phosphorus, usually red and green, are coated onto the screen, and the color depends on how far the electron beam penetrates into the phosphor layer. The beam of slow electrons excite only to the outer red layer. Fast electron penetrates through red layer and excites the inner green layer. The electrons with intermediate speed produce the combination of red and green color and are emitted to show two additional colors, orange and yellow. The speed of electrons is controlled by the beam accelerator voltage, but the quality of the picture is not good here. The second method is shadow mask method. In here, it can produce a much wider range of color than the beam penetration method. A shadow mask CTR has three phosphor color dots at each pixel position with red, green, and blue. This type of CTR has three electron guns, one for each color. Three electron beams are deflected and focused on a group into three shadow masks, which contains corresponding holes for each pixel position. The color variation is obtained by varying the intensity level of the three electron beam. By turning off two of the three electron guns, we get only the color coming out of the single activated phosphor, red, green, or blue. When three dots are activated with equal beam intensities, we see a white color. Yellow is produced with equal intensities from green and red dots only. Magenta is produced with equal blue and red intensities. Cyan is shown up when blue and green are activated equally. Next video display device is flat panel displays. The term flat panel displays refers to a class of video display device that have reduced volume, weight, and power requirement compared to a CTR. A flat panel display is thinner than CTRs and we can hang them on walls or wear on our wrist. Since we can write on some flat panel displays, they will soon be available as pocket notepads. We can separate flat panel displays into two categories. Immersive displays. The immersive displays or emitters are devices that converts electrical energy into light. Example, plasma displays, thin film electroemissive displays, and light emitting diodes. Non-immersive displays. Non-immersive displays or non-emittive emitters use optical effectives to convert sunlight or light from some other sources into graphical patterns, for example, LCDs, liquid crystal displays. Plasma panel displays. This is also called glass discharge displays. It is constructed by filling the region between two glass plates with a mixture of gases that usually includes neon. A series of vertical construction ribbon is placed on one glass panel and a set of horizontal ribbon is built into another glass panel. Firing voltage is applied to a pair of horizontal and vertical conductor, causing the gas at intersection of two conductors to break down into a glowing plasma of electrons and ions. Picture definition is stored in a refresher buffer and the firing voltages are applied to refresh the pixel position 60 times per second. Alternating current voltage are used to provide faster application of firing voltages, thus a brighter display. Separation between pixels is provided by electric field of conductor. One disadvantage of plasma panel is that they were strictly monochromatic displays. That means shows only one color than black, like black and white. Thank you.